All right, the new cool down, everybody, for Defy Aging for November and December. Let's run through it. Again, this is for staff, internal, for coaches only. We do not send this one out to clients. They have it for 2 months, so they'll learn it within the first week. So, all right, you'll notice also, again, we do everything for time instead of reps. For the cool down, I have all the single-sided things kind of for 20 seconds instead of 15. The cool down for seniors, we've learned this if you've done any senior training workshops, certifications, they reiterate this. The cool down is so important. It's important for everybody, but I know we kind of tend to allow our non-senior participants for base burn and build whatnot, kind of maybe slide through the warm-ups, skip it, whatever. We don't want to do that for Defy, especially when I taught silver sneakers. They made the cool down like they said it was like, give it 10 minutes. They didn't want you to skimp through it because it's just so important for this population. So anyways, I added 5 seconds to each instead of 20 seconds for the single-sided things, just to give it a little, to lengthen it a little bit, give them more of that time to catch their breath, bring their heart rates down, give them even more of that relaxation time. So if you've noticed, the single-sided things are 20 seconds, whereas in the warm-up they're 15. That there is a reason. It's not like I just did that accidentally. We always do the first few cool downs standing to allow a little more time for heart rates to come down before they go onto the floor. Again, that is also strategic. We don't want high heart rates, blood pumping really fast, high blood pressures, and then laying still on the floor. That can lead to some bad outcomes. So ankle circles, they can hold something for balance if they want. Slow ankle circles. This is a great chance for them to continue catching their breath after the team builder is done. It's a nice, easy one where I've been doing that lately, where I don't want the first one to be anything complicated. Like I want it to be where they can still be catching their breath, maybe laughing and talking with their fellow teammates. And you can kind of ease into the cool down where they don't have to like stop really harshly socializing and stuff and like think about a complicated move. So I've been doing the first one, something like really simple. I don't know if people have caught on to that. Like this is, you can be still catching your breath, huffing and puffing, talking, laughing, and be doing this. You don't have to really think about it. So they can switch direction, kind of mess with it, up, down, side to side, switch direction, whatever, 20 seconds each foot. Okay. Oh, the second one is a back scratch stretch. This is actually a senior flexibility, more so mobility test. When we used to do senior fitness testing, they've gotten away from that, but it's where you test the flexibility or the mobility of shoulders by doing the back scratch test. So this is we're going to turn this into a stretch for 2 months. You offer, I think all the clubs still have those old tape measures. You should offer if anyone, hey, does anyone want to test your mobility, your shoulder mobility and flexibility right now and at the end of December? Because doing this a few times a week might actually increase it. Neato, I decided that. But anyway, 20 seconds each side. It will be different on each side. So if they're like, maybe warn them about that. All of our shoulders are different. So maybe warn them ahead of time. Hey, each side's going to look and feel really different. Take one hand. Oh, also, wow, I'm just all over the place. I purposely put this in because in the beginning we have that child's pose, shoulder opener variety of child's pose in which one hand was back here. So I wanted to kind of have some comparisons from the similarities from the warm up to the cool down. So I kind of know what I'm doing on some days. Not a lot, but one hand is up here as high as they can reach it without forcing it. Do not let them take their other hand and like shove their elbow up. Injuries are going to happen then. Don't let them do that. So as high as they can, just naturally. Other arm comes down. Okay, if they overlap, great. Also, don't let them like hold on and pull. Don't let them grab their hands and pull. When they do that, again, they're forcing this shoulder up if they pull so don't let them do that. They can overlap their fingers. That's fine, but don't let them, like I just did, don't let them grab their fingers together and pull. That's forcing shoulders farther than they want to go, okay? So we're gonna hold it here for 20 seconds on one side, have them shake it out. So let's see how different oh, My right side is so much suckier. Okay. So let's see how much worse my flexibility, my mobility is on this side. Okay, so 20 seconds each side there. Let's see how that goes for 2 months. And that's going to be really good. People, let me warn you. So, um, people are going to be, some people might not be able to get their hand back here at all. So just have them bring their hand, like if they can even go here and then like behind the head, like this is okay. You know, shoulder injuries, past injuries, current injuries, just being in their 70s or 80s and being tight in the shoulders. So they have that shoulder protraction, all sorts of reasons. So help them to not be too frustrated if they can't, you know, get too far. Like I really can't get far on that one side. If there's any pain or pinching, make them stop. Don't let them keep trying to force it. That's very, very important. And again, any amount, any level they get to is great. So encourage, like, hey, if you can you get your hand to the small of your back? Perfect. That's awesome. Start there. Be very encouraging with that stretch, okay? That got deeper than I kind of expected it to. Okay. Then we're on the floor. The next one is another half kneel overhead. Oh, I just wrote half overhead reach. I forgot to write the kneel. Maybe I'll fix that, but I probably will forget to fix it. So it does say half overhead reach. It means half kneel overhead reach. Again, I like to mimic some of the warm-ups, so there is some similarity there. Now it's isometric as opposed to reps. So half kneel again. We're getting closer to the floor now. And the same side as the knee that's down, and now we are just holding it. They can kind of rest on this knee a little bit, but without being forward though. So don't let them like rest forward. That's very important. We do want them to be, you know, up tall and straight, so they're getting that stretch over here. So again, not leaning forward. They can support themselves a little on this leg. 20 seconds each side. Same as before, where the other options are standing with a little bit of a staggered stance, or just feet like parallel. Okay, 20 seconds each side. Seated torso twist. Seated really just means on the floor. I just wanted to make it clear that it wasn't like a standing twist or anything. And then, of course, the alternative to that would be seated on a bench or a box. So, but seated just means on the floor. This is not a new stretch. This is very old school. Cross one leg up and over. People get this wrong all the time. You don't. Okay, I'm crossing my right leg over. So I take my left arm and push it against my right leg. That's what's holding you in. I'll see people I'm not even referring to our sessions specifically. I'm talking like I'll see people do this one wrong just in the gym on a daily basis. They do this and then they take their same arm, but then like you're pushing into the leg that you have crossed. So when you push, it flattens that leg out. So like, there's no leverage here. I don't understand. To me, it's like a no-brainer. So anyway, the point of putting your arm here is leverage. So if you, again, right leg over, left arm pushes into it for leverage, and that locks you in. So I can push as hard as I want into this leg for leverage to help me twist, and this leg ain't going anywhere. It will not push down. I don't know, to me it just seems kind of like duh, but maybe that, I don't know. So up nice and straight and tall, 20 seconds each side. The seated version of this, this is just here, and I don't have anything closer, and I want to make this quick, so do not use a ball. Use a box or a bench. But anyway, they would sit on the box or a bench. Oh, there's an ambulance outside. Okay, cool, whatever. They would cross the leg in front, and then twist around like this. Hello, this is why you don't use a ball. There you go. But anyway, you get the idea. Do not use a ball. Do not use a ball. Let me say it 3 times. Do not use a ball. It was just there. Child's pose is the next one. Again, taking a lot of things from the warm-up and doing similar things in the cool down. I did that on purpose. Normal child's pose, no tweaks to it. Haven't done this for a couple cool downs, so I think they'll enjoy it. Modified is standing. Sorry, yeah, standing. For this one, I recommend a wall. If you're doing something other than a wall, a bench is almost too low. So it would have to be something higher. Like this is our decline sit-up thing. This is a good height. Like the handlebars of the tank is a good height, but a regular bench is almost too low. They're going to be like, you know, like this. You don't want the head going lower than the heart. So whatever your gym has, something higher. A wall is great because they just kind of put the hands up and just kind of bend whatever. We're really going for that full straight arms down through the shoulders and upper back, being able to sink the chest down. That's what we're really going for. But remember, it can't be anything too low because you don't want the head to go lower than the heart. That's the most important thing. Okay? I think there's only one more. Oh, the foam roller. Inner thigh. All right. Inner thighs. Okie dokie. Now, anyone not getting on the floor for the clubs, again, I hope you have them by now because every time I tell you to order them if you need to. The hand roller, have them sit and use that little hand roller thing on their inner thigh. Okay? But otherwise, everyone that was at our foam roller thing should remember this. Lay on your stomach, roller is laying alongside of you, drape your leg over. You need about a 90-degree bend in your knee though. So we're not doing like a straight leg out like this. Bend that knee to about 90 degrees. You're still laying mostly on your chest and stomach though, so we're not turned. Sorry, I was concerned just about the ambulance outside. Anyway, I hope it's not for here. And and then you have to like see my other leg here. I'm kind of using my toe to just like lift my body up a little, like a sliver off the floor. I'm not like completely lifted off the floor, but just enough to glide side to side. And I'm rolling the length from my knee up to my body, the inner thigh here. So you get the gist. They're gonna love that. 30 to 60 seconds on each side, depending on how much time you have. Remember, they're not gonna like it at first. It's painful. I even knew what I was in for, and it was painful. So we're trying to be the professionals, the knowledgeable ones. They're paying us for that knowledge, for our expertise. It's our job to help them and have them do things that are sometimes uncomfortable. So if they try it once and they're like, I don't like it, please don't let them out of it for 2 full months. Encourage them to, okay, we'll do a few seconds today. Next time, let's just try it again. We all started new with foam rolling and it was a little uncomfortable at first, right? So yeah. Anywho, that's our new cool down for November and December. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, and yeah, have fun with it.